Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today I'm going to be doing a video in the car. I think I'm going to start doing like car talks because I've done a couple of videos in my car, and honestly it's very relaxing. You can't really hear the noise of my dogs. I hope you can't, but I don't know. I don't think you can really hear them, but if you can, I apologize. So today's video is going to be answering the question, should I sell wholesale or should I do drop shipping when I start my hair business? This is a very frequent question, and honestly I see why, because it's kind of a tough choice at times, especially for those of you that are new to the hair industry or new to running your business in general. It's kind of like, what should my first steps be? So before we get into this video, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. It really keeps me going. It lets me know that you guys like this content. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are doing a giveaway because we hit 200 subscribers, so thank you so much for that, and stay tuned because I promise you guys, I'm going to be making a video going over the giveaway steps and rules and things like that. But I want to get this out there for you guys. So let's get right into the video. All right, so when you first start your hair business, you have to determine your budget. How much are you willing to invest in your brand at first? Now, you know, everyone may have a different investment budget. You may have $100 to start up with. Someone else may have $5,000 to start up with. It all depends on where you're comfortable at starting. Now, I do want to be transparent and let you guys know it does, in a lot of cases, it takes money to make money. So yes, you want to make sure that you're being very spend conscious, but you also want to make sure that you're not cheating yourself, if that makes sense. I'll go ahead and give you an example. So when I first started out selling hair, I didn't really advertise much because I didn't have the budget to advertise. So I didn't do like Facebook ads. I wouldn't do Instagram ads. It would just be really word of mouth and business cards. That's it. Now that's a great way to start, but I can't expect my business to make just as much as someone that's doing all of the marketing, if that makes sense. So if I have another company here called XX Extensions, I mean, I don't know if that's a real company or not. I'm just saying, just for example, if I had a company called that, and XX Extensions, they're marketing on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they invested in packaging, their website is professional, and you have me over here, I have only invested in inventory. I haven't invested in any marketing, and I haven't invested in any hair branding materials like the bags or tags or anything like that. So when customers order from me, it's going to be a different experience, right? Because I don't have everything that this company has. It shouldn't discourage me, but it should let me know that I'm always working towards something. So when you start your business, you have to have a different mentality. You have to think differently and not think, in a sense, woe is me. Why am I not getting the orders? You have to think rationally and say, what have I invested into this business this month? And what should I reap in return? Now, there's going to be times that you invest a lot into your business and the return may be slow. So I don't want to just make it seem like you invest and you put ads out, you're going to just get an order like that. I don't want to make it seem like that either. But I do want to let you guys know that it does take money to make money. So if you're starting off with a minimum investment, then expect your business to start off slower, just because it's a minimum investment. With that being said, there are women that I work with that have the money that's saved up to start their hair business, especially around tax time. When we do have extra money, it's easier to invest in your hair brand. And what I mean by invest in your brand is I mean that you have inventory. You have inventory on hand. Now there are women, now this has happened, that do wholesale and drop shipping. And what I mean by that is I've had a client, I don't even want to say client because I really don't look at you guys as clients. I look at you guys as partners. So I'm going to just say it with how I look at it. So I had a partner that is doing, you know, the wholesale and the drop shipping through me. And the way that she did it is she started up buying bundles. So she bought like, I think 20 bundles. And that allowed her to have hair on hand to sell. And that allowed her to get through a few orders. Now she only offered one hair texture. And I think the hair texture was like straight. But she sold hair on campus. So a lot of girls in her area were okay with the straight and they purchased longer lengths. So she looked at her demographic, she looked at her audience, and she was able to say, okay, this is what the women are buying around me, and it worked for her. It came a time that, things changed. I don't know what her finances, I don't know exactly what happened, but things changed and she wasn't able to keep doing the 20 bundles at a time. So at that point, she switched over to drop shipping. Now the drop shipping worked great because people were already familiar with her, because she had hair on hand. They already knew she was a reliable source and they liked her product. They were able to test her product and feel her product, not really test, but feel her product in, face to face. If someone wanted to order something, they were able to go to her dorm, see what kind of hair she had, touch the hair, look at the hair, see client selfies, and that persuaded customers to buy. Because a lot of us are the same way. Think of yourself as a customer. When you go in and you're investing a couple $100s in anything, you want to make sure that it's top notch. You don't want to just buy from someone that you don't trust. You don't want to just buy from someone or take a chance with someone that may not have good quality. You want to make sure that your money is going to a legitimate source. So she had that, and that helped her increase her business. So she went to drop shipping for a little bit because she still had orders to fulfill. Now, when her orders picked back up with drop shipping, she was able to switch back to wholesale, meaning she was able to purchase in bulk again. Purchasing in bulk works really good for a lot of people because, like I said, it has that hair on hand factor. You having hair and you having the product with you, 9 times out of 10, it sells faster than pictures. Pictures will work. Customer testimonials will work. But repeat customers and people that have actually seen the hair installed on you or actually seen, even videos are great, but especially being able to go to someone and touch that hair, being known for having hair on hand increases your sales, especially if you're in the right area. If you're on campus or if you live in an area where extensions are heavily populated, it's great that you have some hair. Now, what some women will do as well is they'll do the drop shipping, but they won't do just the basic $50 plan. They'll do the drop shipping and they'll also purchase 4 bundles to sample. Now, with those bundles, a lot of women use those as their display. So if they're like, they hand out business cards, yes, I sell this hair. A lot of people may say, well, do you have any hair on hand? Or what does your hair look like? Or what's the curl pattern of your hair? Will this hair match my hair texture? And at that point, she can say, well, why don't you check for yourself? I have some hair right here. Take a look. And at that point, they can see it. Now, like I said, I don't know how much to stress the fact of actually being able to see. Now, if you're an online business, not all of your customers are going to be privy to see your hair. So you do have to sell yourself online, which I'm going to do another video about how to sell when you actually can't feel the product. But if you're someone and you're like, you know what, there's a lot of women that are wearing hair around me that I could be supplying, you 9 times out of 10 should have some hair with you because it just makes the process so much more seamless. Finding a good way to sell to your clients is going to be your challenge. You have to figure out, okay, you're gonna have to do some homework. You're gonna have to do some research. It's not just let me pay $50, let me get into this program, and I'm gonna start making money out the door. It's not that simple. And I don't want to say that it to scare you guys or to make you think that it can't happen, but I just want to be realistic. Anything that you invest in, you're gonna have to put some work behind. You're going to have to do some research, and you're going to have to see what works well. Test different methods out. So to answer the question, what's better, drop shipping or wholesale, it ultimately depends on you as the person. You have to ask yourself these questions before you start. First of all, with wholesale, you have to purchase at least 10 bundles. So you're going to spend more than $50. So that's why I said step 1 is determining how much can you afford to invest today to start. If you only can invest $50, that's fine. Start with what you can. Do what you can with what you got. I've said that in another video too. If you have the $50, do that. Now, there's some people that have enough money to invest in wholesale, meaning purchase bundles in bulk, but don't want to do it because they don't want the hassle of having hair in their house. Now, this is actually true. There's a woman that makes pretty good money through drop shipping. She does not want to do wholesale because she has kids and she has a lot of pets. And when I say pets, I mean like she has cats. I think she said she has exotic animals. Like, I don't know, I can't think of them all right off the top of my hand, but it's more than just cats and dogs that are in her house, and she doesn't want them to get in the hair, which is understandable. So she doesn't want any hair in her possession. She wants to be able to go ahead and have me package up the hair and send it out and make profit. And she's been doing that for a while and makes good money. There's another partner that I work with, and she doesn't want smoke to get in her hair because she smokes, and so does her family. So she doesn't want her hair smelling like her house, which I understand. So she would rather the hair come from, you know, my salon or from me, and I go ahead and package it up and send it out on behalf of her. You know what I mean? So it just depends. Like, are you someone that can have inventory in your possession? Are you someone that feels like you can keep? And there, let me tell you another story. Let me go back to this one thing. This was like me when I first started. There's another girl that I'm working with, and she uses her product. This might sound funny, but it's true. Like, when I first started selling hair and I would get hair in by bulk, I would have a different hairstyle maybe like every week. For real. I would go through those bundles. Even though you can reuse the bundles, I just like the fact of, I don't know, it's just something of opening new bundles and putting them in just because I could. I know it sounds crazy now, and guys, I would not do that at this point, but when you're first starting out and I got all that hair delivered to me, I was like, oh my gosh. Put 3 bundles in one night. Nah, you know, I'm gonna try something new. Put 2 more bundles in the next night. Cut those bundles. They'd be like, okay, I really don't want the short hair anymore. Get more bundles, put that in. You know, so I went through so many bundles of hair. I swear. And there's somebody like that too. She's like, you know what? I just don't trust myself around all this hair. If I buy the hair and it's sitting around and I don't have hair in my head, I'm likely to use it. So the best option for me is to purchase, to do drop shipping, where you send it out and all I see is my money. I deal with my clients, but I don't touch the hair. So there's different circumstances that will help you determine what works best for you. It's not just the money factor. I don't want you guys to think that, okay, women that do drop shipping are people that don't have as much money as people that do wholesale. That's not the case. I mean, in some situations, yes, if you can't afford wholesale, you'll do drop shipping. But in a lot of cases, there are people that can definitely afford it, but either A, don't want to put that much investment into it, or B, they have their own personal reasons why they don't want to have inventory. So you have to decide, okay, am I somebody that wants inventory at my house? Do I want this hair at my house? Not just a couple bundles, but I mean inventory enough to run a hair business. And then you have to think, okay, am I someone that is going to keep track of my inventory? Meaning, everyone that comes to my house, are they trustworthy? Am I going to make sure that, put a system up so that I make sure that no one takes it? Am I going to be diligent enough to make sure I send out the right texture to the right client? You know, am I going to want to go through all of my different bundles and make sure that I'm sending out the right bundle to each client? You have to go through that. You know, do I want to take this on myself and have full responsibility of my company, or do I still want a little bit of assistance? If you still want a little bit of assistance, drop shipping may be the best for you. So you have to kind of go back and forth, like I mentioned before, and determine what works best. Drop shipping is a great option if you have minimum investment, if you really don't want to deal with inventory, and if you're kind of just getting started. Wholesale is a better option for those of you that are used to selling hair. Maybe you have a certain hair company, but you don't like your vendor, so you want to switch over. You have the money to invest in inventory. You have experience in inventory. You have a lot of people that's going to purchase from you on hand and online. You want to be in control of your business 100%. You don't want anyone knowing how many orders you get, what you didn't get. You want to track everything yourself. Wholesale is your better option. So I hope that answers some of you guys' questions. If it does not, please leave me a comment or contact me. My email and my social media links are always below. It does take me about 1 to 2 business days to reply to all emails, just because I get so many emails in abundance, and I want to make sure that I spend my time with every partner, with every one of you guys that emails me. I want to make sure that I give you my attention. So it may take me about 1 or 2 days to get back with you. But yeah, you guys, like I said, I want to be very transparent. I want to help you guys. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.